Hey, Sean here from SpeedCubeReview.com. I received this package from Hasbro. Hasbro contacted me and sent me over the Rubik's Impossible. Now, I've heard these are already available in stores. I've heard Walmart, Target. I've been looking for it at my local Meijer, but they haven't had it yet. But this is a giant box. So, ooh. The challenge level is deep red. This is a really nice box. I wonder how much is actually in here. I have not opened it yet, or if it's just a giant box with the puzzle inside. Kind of. Okay, so see here, the Rubik's Impossible. Hasbro is excited to share the new Rubik's Impossible. Features color shifting lenticular tiles with 2 different solutions depending on the angle you hold it. That's one thing. So I've made a puzzle where I use these tiles. I don't know if the exact same ones, but I got them from Oliver Stickers. And I did not put them on how it says to. So I even realized it said to. So I don't have 2 different solutions, but there are actually 2 different solutions on this one, which that's going to make it a little more difficult. Try it again from a different angle that reflects different colors for a second solution. So that's going to be, I think, a little bit difficult to hold it just in one angle, but we'll see. It's ranked as the most difficult Rubik's challenge yet. Honestly, that's one of the only puzzles that I've never officially solved. I scrambled mine up and I never was able to solve it. Okay, and that other thing I was just talking about that, yep, Hasbro sent me this. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything underneath here? I love this color. This is really nice. And look at the official Rubik's Impossible. And we can already see from here, it's a little, you can see a slight change right there, but you can see it's all yellow, and then I turn it this way and it's no longer all yellow. Wow, these tiles work really well. Just when it looks like you've solved the puzzle, look again. So this is also one of the things that I guess could never be solved, because even if you solve it, there's a different solution. Okay, well, I'm just going to open this up and actually get into this. What's the best way of opening this? From the bottom. So there we have the tiles, and there's a little bit of a bump here, so they're actually embedded, so you can't like easily catch your finger on them. As far as the way this is structured, it actually looks like their newer one. It has that ball core inside. I'm not going to pop out a piece right now, but it's the newer design. It's a little tight, but this is the newer. I heard someone say that it felt very much like an older one, but no, this is their newer design. It's not really lubricated or anything, but it turns extremely well. I'm probably going to lubricate it, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Okay, so let's look at some of these colors, and the centerpieces never change. That's something that we can see. So there's all blue, and then sometimes they don't all change. So, okay, now looking here, we've got with the center color blue and yellow, but then on a different angle, it's red and yellow. So here's red and yellow, and then we have yellow and blue. So what's the best way to hold this? I think that's what I didn't really look at it too much when I had my own puzzle that I made. So I think I need to find an angle that they all look the same. So looking at it head on, nope, suddenly that's not. So how do I get these all white? I think white's going to be the most difficult just because it's almost looks like a faded white, or faded of that color. Like that. There's orange, yellow, red looks really nice. The darker colors, ooh, green, that's a really good one. So yeah, I have no idea. Even if I just hold it straight up, what if I just tilt them all a little bit to the right? Nope. That does not work either, because if they turn slightly, and what's difficult is that we have, the pieces always work, so you can't have 2 blue colors or something on the same piece. I don't even know where to start with this. I've heard people coming up with tutorials or things of how to solve it, but I don't want to use any of those. I want to solve it on my own. I'm just so afraid to scramble this. Is there anything I could see before I scramble it that would help me know? Okay, maybe it's the way the lenticular stickers are, like, the stripe of it. What's the word I'm looking for? The ridges. So if I hold it like that, through the camera especially, they're all green. Red, if I hold it straight at the camera. No, even that's a little bit different. Oh, I'm so afraid. I have to do it. Wish me luck. Here we go. Scrambling this up. This is so scary. I've not been able to solve the one that I made. This is definitely nicer. I glued mine onto a budget puzzle that turns okay, but it just doesn't feel like a solid piece. This being embedded into these little grooves feels much more solid. It's a really nice turning puzzle. But I guess here we go. I don't know where to start. I think maybe I'll just do a layer by layer and finding pieces that work with that. So for example, white center is always going to be white. So let's look for all the edges that could have, or that have white, or I guess could have white. So here's white and red or white and blue. And I don't know which one is which. White and red, white and blue. So I'll just put it on blue and call that good. Here's one that could be white and yellow or white and green. Now, this one, okay, so this green, I see a little bit of yellow on the outside. Does that mean it's originally yellow? I mean, it certainly can't be white and yellow. So it's either white and green or green and yellow. Ah! I'm just going to skip that one for now. Let's see what else, the white ones I can find. And that was a little bit confusing too, because I remember white was a little bit faded. Maybe I should do yellow. Let's do yellow on bottom. So yellow and orange, or it could be yellow and green, but it's yellow either way. So I'm going to go with that more outline border color. So if I look, when I go to green, you can almost still see a little bit of orange here. So I'm going to say that's yellow and orange. So let's line that up there. We'll do the yellow cross. Okay, so now it's yellow or red and orange or green. So let's say this one is, we'll say yellow and orange. Actually, no, that's another yellow orange. Here's a yellow red or blue yellow. Let's say yellow red. So like that. No, let's flip this upside down. So if you're watching this now and you don't know how to solve a Rubik's Cube at all, this will be pretty much impossible. I'll say right now, this will pretty much be an impossible puzzle for you to solve. Oh, one thing we can always do is check the ridges to see if the ridges are all going the same way. I know that's not the intended idea, but give me something to latch onto. The centers could be twisted anyway, but these should all be the same. So the fact that those two ridges are going left and right, and these are up and down, lets me know that something's in the wrong spot. Now, I guess technically, one of them has to, or two of them have to be right, or one of them has to be right, because since there are two solutions, it's not that there's one solution or two solutions and one bad one. There's just two solutions. So if we just go by that, two of them have to be correct, and then we can gauge the center off of those. That's going to be the way we solve this. Let's go with the longitudinal. That's probably not the right word for that, but we'll say these stickers are right. So this one's not. Right now I have it on yellow and green. No, yellow and orange. But it could be yellow-green. So say that's right. And then that one could be yellow-orange. So let's see here. So I keep looking at the cube, so I don't know if it's actually making sense in the camera, but there's yellow-green, there's yellow-orange, there's yellow-blue, and there's yellow-red. Now I'm also going to line up these centers, so that's good. That one's not. So this center needs to be twisted 90 degrees. That's good. That one's not. So let's do that. So clockwise, counterclockwise. So that should be good now. Yep, and I used an algorithm to twist centers that I have on my supercubes. Go to speedcubeview.com/algorithms to check that out. Okay, so now we need a corner, and let's just find a yellow corner. So I'll find one on top here. That looks like yellow. Fun thing is this almost looks purple at times because it's like a red and blue. here's a really obvious yellow. That one looks really good because I don't even think that's changing. No. So we either have yellow and then blue and orange, or is that green and orange? That doesn't seem right. Although that's off there. So that doesn't work either. Because they were put on at the right angle. Unless I'm doing the alternate solution right now. Oh, if I'm doing the alternate solution, then that is not good. Because that's going to mess up with all of those, and that's going to not have... Oh, okay. Do I start over and do the other version, or do I keep doing this? I kind of want to just keep doing this, but I don't know. This is red, yellow, blue. Okay, they're all going the right way. And that all looks a shade of yellow, I guess we can call that. Okay, and then let's just check this bottom line. Those all look orangey. That all looks blue. That's red, and then this is... No. Oh, there we go. Green. Oh, I got so worried. Okay, so we have a layer done. Let's look for the edges now, and we'll just do the first thing we see. So here is red and blue. So that's going to be right there. And then, so I'm not super focused on getting the exact right color. I just want to see what kind of works. Here looks like orange and green. So that's in. And then here we have red and green. Right there. I was looking at it off the camera, but there we go. Red and green. And what was the last one? Well, let's check these. We've got all greens, all oranges. I don't like that piece doesn't change the right way. But that's kind of all orange. And then, oh, my dog's heading in here, trying to push that door open. That's not right. Blue, blue, blue. Yeah, I don't like that one at all, but I'm gonna leave it for right now. But the blue and orange is what I'm missing. That looks like that could be it. Okay, let's check the rent. Blue's good. What about red? Red's good. Green is not great. It's good except for these two. And the funny thing is, it's the same thing on orange. The orange is good except for these two. Okay, so if this is set, we should be able to have all white on top. So let's check each piece and look for a faded white because it doesn't always reflect great. So there's one white. Although this is worrisome. We've got orange and blue and then red and green. Okay, this piece just needs to change. That one's got to go. So, well, the orange-green, that was the one we had trouble with. And that's got white right there. So let's swap that out for this one. And now, there we go, that green's good, and that orange is good. Okay, so let's find these pieces again. And this one has two whites. So white here and white here. They're orange and white, red and white. Now I know it's got to be the one on top because you always have to have an even number. And these two are not. So let's do to look OLL. So we'll just orient the edges. So we should have all white on top now. Okay, that's definitely better than what, you know, the other one is. There we go. So those are white now. Okay, we have one here. Let's check the next one. That top color looks red and maybe orange. This one on the, there we go. That's white or yellow. So white and white. I'm just going to find where all the white stickers are. On the side here, that's the only one because that's red and orange. Okay, so this has to be on the side. This can't be oriented correctly. Yellow and blue there. Okay, there we go. I think this is called tank case. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we've got this and this. So it should be all white on top now. Is that it? Let's see here. Well, I can't get a good angle, I think, because they're all facing very different directions. Let's do some PLL now. Okay. What's going to be tricky is knowing how these should be. So I know there shouldn't be any white or yellow. That's going to help. So no white or yellow on the side. So this has to be green, green.
That could be either. That has to be blue. If this is white, blue, that has to be red. Green, green, red. Okay. That could be either. And then, I'm going to skip that one. So green, green, red. Actually, could there be any of these matching? This could be, these both could be red. So we could have an A permutation. Which would make, and, well, let's see, we've got orange and green. So, no, we can't have an A permutation if that's there. It's either going to be that being an orange and it's a V permutation. Let's see here. Anything else that's the same? Yeah, I think this corner's the same. Okay, so if that's red, green, blue, that's red, and that would be, actually no, if it's a V, that would be orange, not blue, I believe. Yeah, I think so.
So these would probably be headlights. So that's orange. Looks like we have a bar here. R permutation? No, I think I messed that up. Let's see here. Oh, those could all be here. Wait, did I get it? Green. That doesn't seem right. Red. That's all blue. That's all orange. That's all yellow. This is... Wait, let's get a good angle. Are these all white? I think so. It's just the angle's really wonky. Wait. No. I think so. What's going on with this one, though? That's red. That's orange and white. No, something's wrong there. Orange and white. That's red and white. We can't just have one flipped edge. Is there anything else that could be flipped here? That's the question then. Okay, because yeah, all of this looks great. So I think what I need to see, there we go. I think what I need to find out is if there's any edge that's the same edge that could just be flipped. Because this orange and red is not happy right now. I just don't remember seeing anything that could be just completely flipped. So the options are either having an edge that's completely flipped or two edges that are the exact same lenticular stickers that could be swapped. Those are the two options. Wait, I think I found it. Look at this. Orange and blue, and then flipped orange and blue. We did it, people. So this one needs to flip. This one and this one needs to flip. So did I do it? Okay, here we go. All yellow. All blue. All orange. All green. Yeah, that's a yellowish. There we go. All green. All red. And come on, white. Do it. Do it as best you can. I think that's the best we're going to get with that. Okay. Rubik's Impossible is not impossible. It took me a little under half an hour. Whenever I unbox this, I'm going to guess maybe 25 minutes. Am I going to mix it up and try to solve it again? Maybe not. I don't know. So we're going to have to see from there what I want to do with this. But wow. Okay. Thank you, Hasbro, for sending this over. This is a really nice puzzle. If you like solving cubes and want a challenge, definitely pick this up. It's online if you can't find the stores. I'll put a link to some places you can buy it online. If you don't solve a Rubik's Cube, but just like them as showpieces, and this is something to get then, because this will boggle everyone's mind. And the fact that it has two solutions, a normal Rubik's Cube has like 43 quintillion possible ways of mixing it up in one solution. This one has two. So it should be easier, right? Okay, well, if you have any thoughts or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Hit like, subscribe for more content like this in the future. And as always, stop by speedcubeview.com for more news and reviews.